It's Ray here from Man City Fan Chat. Let's wait for a few people to get on board before I'll just start to get ready to tweet this out so people know what we're going to talk about. I think it's going to be quite obvious what we're going to talk about today. The news this evening that City have avoided a FIFA transfer ban. It's an important ruling from FIFA. It will affect City. Maybe if we'd got a transfer ban, it wouldn't have affected us as badly as I think it could have done. But because I think we've got players we need for the. How you doing? Hope you're well, mate. I think we've got a lot of our players for the next few years sorted out. So I think that's going to really help us. Could have caused us problems. Hi, Kamal. Hope you're well. Hi, Mike. Hope you're well too. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's come on late because Wi-Fi is not working brilliantly. I've got to be honest. I've got to ring up BT tomorrow because I put that video up. It should have taken about 10 minutes to upload, I think, and it's taken at least half an hour. So obviously a problem with my Wi-Fi. I can feel it. I can feel it. Let's give some more hellos. So Steve Black, how you doing, mate? Don't worry, Kamal. Don't worry if you've not been on. You've been missed. Your good looks have been missed, Kamal. Bernard, hi. Hope you're well. Yeah, Mike, if they'd given us a year's, I wouldn't have expected a 1 year ban. That's 2 windows. I was expecting possibly, at worst, a 1 window ban, because for what Chelsea did, they got a 2 window ban for 29 transgressions. We had 2, so I was not expecting it to be two window ban because we did it a lot. What we've done is a lot less. I hope you're well out there in Istanbul, Chris. Another 1 game chance to win a trophy like the Community Shield. Man, you guys, that winning that Champions League, which is not for champions, has done you really well. Mike James, I've just been enjoying the salty comments. Absolutely. It's absolutely full of it, Mike. It's unbelievable, the ignorance out there. Hi, Calby. Hope you're well. Exactly, Steve Nobam. Hi, Cole. Just got in. Wow, you're on already. Thanks very much for your moderating, Cole. Kamal's in Turkey as well, but not in Istanbul. Cobby, no transfer ban. Woo, woo. Absolutely, Bernard. It's gone bonkers out there. It's so funny. Kamal's asking, will Mara start against Spurs? Honestly, Kamal, no idea, because Pep pulls fast ones. We all thought Bernardo would start, and suddenly Mahrez is in. Will Mahrez get dropped and Bernardo come back in? Will David still get dropped and Bernardo? Oh, no idea, man. Honestly, all I know is that Edison and Laporte will play. That's about it. Hi, Adam. Hope you're well. Steve, yes, the trophy's a trophy, man. Super Cup. Absolutely, Mike. The ignorance of fans. Some fans don't know the difference between FIFA and UEFA. And their different jurisdictions and what this affects. And they think that FIFA could have given us a points deduction for signing underage players incorrectly. Oh, there's going to be problems with the Wi-Fi, guys, but I've only just found out today. Very nice weather in Istanbul for Chris. Kamal's in Marmaris. My brother talks about that. So Mike's been watching Salford versus Leeds. Noticed Carlo. Now she's a coach there. Wow. I don't think David Silva can wait with Steve. Not in the second game of the season as our club captain. Good, happy with the news yet? I mean, I'll briefly talk about the news, but I mean, please watch the video. That's why I spent the last 2 hours doing that video. Give you an idea of what I've been doing. So 2 hours to do the video, obviously a little bit of research to get the actual rules and stuff and read them and make sure I have a reasonable understanding, and then doing the video and then editing it and then uploading it. Uploading's taken a while, and the editing and everything else. My computer's gone slow again, as has my Wi-Fi. Super cool. I'll tell you what, Steve, I'd love some noodles right now. I've done a very light food day, Mike. This is for Mike. So, yeah, I ran to the gym. What did I do in the gym? I did plenty of exercise. I ran 3 miles basically to the gym, did some weights on my chest, and then ran back. And all I had was a couple of oranges and a bit of water. Not enough water yet, actually. A couple of oranges and probably less than a litre of water. I need to up that before I go to bed. And just make sure it's not too late. Otherwise, I'll be going to the bathroom a couple of times during the night. If I wake up. If I don't wake up, I'll be swimming when I wake up. Hi, Murugan. Hope you're well. How's it going? What we're talking about? FIFA. Well, FIFA stuff, obviously. We'll talk about that. Let's see what else we can talk about. What notes? Because there's other stuff that is not worth talking about now. I'll talk about Pedro Porro. I think the VAR stuff is minor. I'll mention it now. VAR is not going to be. It might be amended following the game against West Ham, but it's such a minor point that I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm not even going to put it on the agenda. I just mentioned it. There you go. They're going to review the guide. Things I'll talk about today, apart from this FIFA ruling, is Nexen Tires apparently renewing their sponsorship with City. If you are avid followers of Tyre Press, which I am, it's the website for tyre and wheel professionals. Then you'll know Nexen Tires have renewed their contract with City, and then we'll talk about that, and that's now their sleeve contract, and we'll talk about obviously this potential sale of Pedro Porro, as reported in the Manchester Evening News, and as I suggested last week, that this is what I expected to happen, that we'd buy the kid, loan him out, and sell him, and the Manchester Evening News are actually saying something like that. We can talk about Gareth Barry snubbing Liverpool when he came to City, which he's at Villa at the time. He came to City, so happy days for us at the time. I'll just have a quick look to see if there's anything else. I mean, there's a bit about Gareth Barry, but I'm not sure we're going to go into any depth on it. So that's the agenda. Let's flick back. Hey, Bernard's still losing weight. Let's go through your comments then. So you just watched it, Adam. You can tell guys what you thought of the video. Steve Black, Pep said David Silva captain and 2 others too. Yeah, I think we've got 3 captains. We've got Sergio, Fernandinho, David, and KDB. I think that's our kind of management committee. Cobby says, I was at work all day having a tough day. Checked my phone and saw the news about no ban. Hey, that's it, Cobby. Hope they're not pushing you too hard at work. Chris, people blocked you for no reason. Happens, Chris. Happens. I got abused again today by some guys. I met 18 to 25-year-old guy, and suddenly I got 2 people from City Extra. One guy just plain abusing me. Other guy asking questions, expecting me to give answers on a plate while being impolite. Ain't gonna happen. I ended up blocking those 2. I blocked the podcast that they work for. I mean, sadly, it looks like there's some young kids out there who are trying to, they start off on Twitter, they build it with like a news aggregator site or something like that, and then they get the followers, and then they try to spread out. So now they're spreading out into YouTube stuff, I think, and other stuff, and obviously taking pot shots at me. It creates noise. I don't know what they're trying to achieve, as if my followers will leave me and run to them. I think most of you are a bit more sensible than that. Mike James has done squats, chest, and abs. That's too much, man. Too much. Brown rice, lentils, kale, and broccoli. That's too much, Mike. I can't believe you're doing 2 main body parts on the same day, which is squats and chest. Abs, I don't even count as a body part. Not even arms anymore. I honestly don't count them. You should be doing them 4 or 5 days a week. I can't believe you did squats and chest. Today all I've had is 2 oranges, a few cashew nuts, and what else? Almonds, and a big bag of kale. And that's it. Bernard lost another 2 3/4 pounds last week. £21 in total. Near target. 2 pieces. Well, at least it was only 2 pieces of Milky Bar, Bernard. I'd have treated myself to 2 bars of Milky Bars, full lots. I lost, well, I'll tell you how much I lost today. Going back to London is a killer for me. When I was up in Manchester, not last week, the week before, I was up for, I came on Tuesday night, went back on Saturday morning. I lost just over 2 kilograms. I lost basically nearly 5 pounds in that time, exercising, eating sensibly. You know, I might have 1 or 1.5 meals a day. And I felt fantastic. Going to London, it's a crappy place, you know. It's bad for my diet because there's nothing to do. I ended up putting 2 kilograms back. Basically, what I lost, I put it back by being in London for a week and a half, which is not good. So today, I'm back at it. I'll be going back to London at the weekend. So my target is to lose about 3 kilograms, get down the gym every day, make sure I run 30 or 40 miles in the next 5-6 days. I've got a call. I'll pass that. Guys, I'm going to have to turn that down. Just send a message. Obviously, people get in touch. Let's keep going through. So Bernard's lost another 2 3/4 pounds. Excellent news. Migrant, I'm interested in seeing if Pep plays both Ferner and Rodri in some games. 2 older mids and 1 attacking. It's a possibility. It just depends who we play. I mean, it's one of those. I never liked it when we had Fernandinho and Ilkay Gundogan and David Silva too slow. Yeah. And I don't like the idea of having 2 holding midfielders. I would much prefer, just check my messages, much prefer to have, but if Rodri's, Fernandinho is more of an actual holding midfielder and Rodri's a half and half. I prefer that half and half. So he's half defensive, half attacking. And it just depends who we're playing mid-ranks. Good point. Hi, Chris, how you doing? Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to the game on Saturday. And if you've been watching, you've been out in social media land, I'll be wearing my my body cam. I'll be wearing my body cam. Chris, Mike, we still got Ox, Lallana. You still got lots of good players, Chris. And the way Chelsea played at the weekend, if they go a goal down, I think their heads will drop and they'll get battered. Kamal Sterling might be the first player to wear Jordan boots. Yeah, that was a story yesterday. 100 million quid, not bad. Not bad at 50 million quid, but 100 million quid. Wow. Thanks, Adam. I hope it was. I mean, yes. I mean, obviously, I read some stuff from the City website, obviously their statement, and I read some stuff from the FIFA rules and the FIFA statement. But then I obviously put my own opinion, my own spin on it as well. And at the end, I did have a blast at the people who have a go at us because they can't beat us on the pitch. It's empty had this, empty had that, FIFA ban, financial doping, you know, sports washing, all that rubbish. I had a go at them too. Yeah, Mike, I can't see Liverpool losing tomorrow. Well, thanks, Cole. It was good fun. It was excellent fun with Bernard. You know, and I've said before, when you're having a good time, you don't realise how long you're on. And we were on for, was it over an hour and a half? I think when we had Mike and Bernard on, Mike Long, I think we were on for 2 hours. It's bonkers, but you're having a good time. So you've got to, let good times roll. So thanks very much, Carl, your positive comments, and thanks, Bernard, because it was a cracking stream. I'll try and catch up now. Yeah, Chris, if you don't win them, I'll be having a go at you. Absolutely okay at 50. Everybody's having a pop, you know. Why they having a pop? I'll address that a little bit. I don't know why people have a pop. Now, I went to a game on Saturday. I had plenty of blues come up to me. Plenty of blues who have been going Sporting City for 30, 40, 50 years or more. Plenty of people coming up to me, thanking me for what I do, telling me I do a good job and everything else. And I said, well, you do realize I'm not with the other channel. He said, yeah, what you've been doing in the last couple of months is fantastic. Keep it up, keep going. Don't let anybody put you down. Don't let them get to you. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. So, when you people, and then and these are people I don't even know. They come up to me out of the blue and say this to me. It warms your heart, guys, and it makes you want to, do an even better job. It's like when you guys, when Cole says a great stream, and you guys are there interacting, it's a fantastic feeling. It gives me a buzz. It's not an ego buzz. It's a warm, fuzzy buzz inside that I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time with you guys. I listened to that. I put that tweet up of when I did that stream with Bernard last week, and I just burst out laughing and I couldn't stop. I put a bit of that out and I start laughing again. So, look, guys, in life, we want to have good times. We want to have happy times. And, if things make you happy and good and they're clean and allowed and not illegal, do them. Yeah. So these streams and interacting with you guys is fantastic fun. So I love it. Yeah, okay, we're City, not Arsenal. Look, these guys want to cause trouble. I don't know what their purpose is. I do understand why some 18 to 25-year-olds are not happy with my criticism of the club for ring fencing 5% of tickets for 18 to 25-year-olds when they are really well represented at games. Really well represented at games. Okay? And they're getting this thing. And the reason I was told by a City Matters representative told me it was because Matty Dove mentioned how difficult it was for him to get tickets to away games, and suddenly they ran with that idea of promoting it for the 18 to 25-year-olds. And my feeling is maybe they didn't look at the categories of people who are going. Yeah? Have a look at the range of people who are going. You had plenty of 18 to 25-year-olds going. There are other categories who are well underrepresented, okay? And they're not asking for tickets. I throw this out there because people, because of the absurdity, okay? And it's hard for people to argue. I say, where are your BAME fans at away games? There are not many. There are absolutely not many. And if the club turned around and said, hey, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to ring fence 5% of tickets, yeah, for BAME fans, I would criticize that. I would say, even though it benefits me, it would benefit me because I'm of a brand persuasion. Even though it benefits me, I would turn around and say, that's wrong. It's not fair. Okay? So the 18 to 25-year-olds, some of the ones that criticize me, some of them, I suspect, are going to benefit from this. Now, this ring fencing of tickets, for them, it's first come, first serve on the internet. Now, that could mean somebody between 18 and 25 years old who's got a season card with a couple of thousand points, hardly goes to games, could go to 19 away games this season. Now, I don't think that's fair. Absolutely not fair at all. So it's unfair that they're getting this advantage. And then it's even more unfair that someone who's twiddling the thumbs or is able to get somebody to be online to be able to get them a ticket as soon as they're released. They should be able to go to 19. My opinion, if you're an 18 to 25-year-old who's benefited from this, you should only be allowed to benefit once all season. Because now, what you're doing, you're assisting the guys who can get on quickest. That's not fair. If you're going to do it for 18 to 25-year-olds, spread it out. Don't give it to just a few fans who are the quickest off the draw. Spread it out. Once you've got a ticket once, you shouldn't be allowed any again. Bournemouth sold out in 5 minutes for the 18 to 25-year-olds, and people are selling tickets on Facebook, apparently. I've seen people mentioning this. It is, and then people come out and criticize me for giving my opinion. I'm not representing fans. I don't say I represent fans. I give my opinion and also the opinion of other fans who talk to me. And I think that's absolutely allowable. But people want to criticize me. That's their problem. Let's move on, guys. Mike, I'm going to have kale. I'm kale and broccoli this week. That's my food. Calcium and iron. That's why I'm having it. Broccoli too. That's what I'll have. I don't eat seeds, Mike. I've had some seeds. My sister had seeds So sometimes when I go around there and nick some of the seeds from the packet, I don't eat too many seeds anymore, Mike, but I'll have a look. Sorry, mate, I'm just laughing at Steve Black, the wag. I lost £5, but found it in my wallet later. It's Pep with Team for Saturday. I don't understand, Bernard. I really don't understand what it's Pep with Team for Saturday. I've gone, you know, good to hear you enjoyed the view, Mike. I'm only 8 minutes behind. Hi, Sea Dog. Hope you're well. Just joined Bernard in YouTube. What did you think of Maguire's debut? Gertiag, honestly, I didn't even watch. I watched the goals and that's it. And on the brief highlights on maybe Match of the Day, that was it. That's it. I wasn't interested in Harry Maguire. Honestly, not interested at all. Same as Sea Dog, not interested. Everybody's streaming 32 City Man. Absolutely. So it is. We didn't do anything really badly wrong. And I never expected us to get a 2-window transfer ban like Chelsea. I thought we might get a 1-window ban. And I thought even if we did, our squad is strong enough to keep going. James Hennessy MB. Woo! I don't know what that means. Thanks, Cole, for putting up Bernard's site. Thanks, 32 City Man. Look, we had honestly, we had a good mutual respect and understanding. I mean, we were there on Friday. We shot 2 videos, 1 for each channel. And on Saturday too, we shot 2 videos, 1 for each channel. Dan Lawless from West Ham Fan TV was very good. Excellent. You know, we had a cracking time. You know, it's how it should be. You know, we have a little bit of banter, only a little bit, because obviously we're so much in the ascendancy. You know, when we're doing that video and he said, I've got a smile on my face and I was trying to hide it. You're having a laugh. But the guy, look, most West Ham fans were great. They accepted City are a fantastic team. They don't quibble about us having the money. They want their own money, a bit more own money, and they want to progress. They want to have a stab at winning trophies. I don't think they're looking at the title, but just winning a trophy would be fantastic for them. And you have that mutual respect because, you know, at the end of the day, we're similar fan base. You know, not had success for a long time or very little success. We're having some now, up and down, yo-yo clubs, working class backgrounds. And that's the way collaboration should be with other fans. It should be a bit of a laugh, a lot of information, mutual respect. And I absolutely loved it. So big up to them. Cobby, it's absolutely funny. And I put my own video, but it's probably got about 1,000 views already. So it was absolutely fun. Absolutely, Chris. Look, I'd be the same. I want to win anything. You know, it's a frustrating that we're not in such competitions because let's be quite clear. The Champions League winners should be massive favourites for the Super Cup and massive favourites for the Club World Cup. Who can challenge the European teams? Who can challenge the Champions League winners? A team from South America? No chance. Excuse me. Yeah, everybody's been playing in these cups for a while. All right, it wasn't Pep. Trust me, Bernard, it wasn't Pep. Don't mention brassicas. Fed up seeing them. I don't know what brassicas are, mate. It's come out of my mind. Chris, I'm not going to do a score prediction for Saturday yet. I know what my score prediction is probably going to be, but not yet. Brassicas, that's it, right. Broccoli, cabbage, collies. Yeah, look, I mean, that's basically what I'm basically going to have, I think, for this week. Broccoli and kale. Hi, Mukund. Nice to see you on tonight. Green food is good for you. I don't eat that much vegetable anymore, so salads and stuff, but I'm going for it this week. Could have been, Mike. You know, City could have won the lot. You know, Nick MCFC. Well, I'm not. I don't. I'll be honest, Nick. Yeah, I've been following stuff on Twitter. I don't follow a lot of stuff on Instagram. I put a few bits and pieces out now and again, but not that much. Ajax would have been hard, Mike. Absolute sea dog. No team's easy. You get that far, no one's easy. 32. I mean, look, Ajax should have beat Spurs, really, but they came a cropper out at the end. 32 City man, no Son on Saturday. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I hope he's not injured or I don't know. But Spurs have some good players like Son. Dele Alli can perform. I don't think he was great last season. Obviously, Harry Kane's banging in goals. Eriksen can create. I'm loving Tonga and Bailey after one game. They've got some good, solid defenders. They're a good, decent team, Spurs. I don't want to graze in your fields, Steve. Well, that's it, Mike. I mean, I remember I told this story before of Bernard has to remind me the names. Wolverine, the Australian guy. What's his name? I always forget his name. I can picture him. I can say it's Wolverine. Hugh. It's not Hugh Grant. It's not Hugh Jass. Hugh. Oh, come on, guys. Someone's going to tell me who it is. That's it, Jackman. Now, he said he only eats between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Only eats between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So basically, for the other 16 hours a day, he's fasting. And he's basically, his meals are, Hugh Jackman, that's it. His meals are broccoli, steamed broccoli and steamed chicken. That's it. Mike James, obviously I saw Ndombele's goal because it had been quite poor of me to do the review last night of the games without watching the highlights of all the games, not just the goals. I watched the highlights as much as I could. Yeah, Mike, but look, if we'd got Ndombele, we wouldn't have got Rodri. Different players, really. I think Ndombele's got probably a bit more power in him. I feel he'll be more box to box. But what I've seen, I like him so far. Yeah, intermittent fasting, it works absolutely through 32 City, man. I'm not. The thing is, the thing about intermittent fasting and why I think it's good is it's easier to be well behaved one day in every 3 or 4 than it is to be well behaved every single day. That's why it works. Muck and eats whenever. Well, I try and say after 8 o'clock, no more food. Early thoughts on VAR. Chris, look, if it gets decisions right, that's what I want. I want it to be consistent. I want it to be transparent, and I want it to be quicker, and I want fans to be in the stadium to know a bit more about what's going on. Bernard, yeah. Hugh Jackman must be letting him go, letting him rip. Tell you what, guys, I didn't even have time to put this on Twitter, which is what I'm going to do now. Let's have a quick look. Wow, 16 notifications waiting for me. Live, I'll give everybody else what we're talking about. So we're chatting. City avoiding FIFA transfer ban and boiling. We'll talk about, what did I say we're going to talk about? That kid, that Pedro Porro, and next end tires. That's it. Pedro Porro, potential sale, and Nexen tires sponsorship. Hopefully I spelled that right. So, you know, what I mentioned to you at the top of the program, we're halfway in, half an hour in, and I haven't told anybody on Twitter. Is that remiss of me? I don't know. Let's just pop it up there so other people are aware. Cobb is here already, so let's try have a look. Let's try and get Carl. Let's just get a couple of people. So people know where he don't know who that is. That's Carl. It's a good one to have. Just get a few people, try to get them involved with what's going down. Because some people still don't follow us. They follow us on Twitter and have a good old laugh on Twitter, but they don't follow us and get involved with our chats here. So just thought I'd like a few more people. Wow, my stupid. I hate Twitter sometimes. Absolutely hate it. The way that it's changed the setup. Anyway, let's get back to you guys. No Mangala chat, not yet. Let's go back. Let's go back up and catch up. AK850, I wanted Ndumbele, but Amex, that's what Rodri. I can't argue with that, AK850. I wanted Ndumbele, wanted him for a few months. Rodri looks class, and I think we'll be happy with what we've got. 36, man, look, the way I look at it is, I celebrate a goal as normal. I'm in that moment. I mean, look, I like to video as well of the crowd reaction, but when I know a goal's just about to be scored, I'm not videoing it. I'm enjoying it. For the next few seconds, I'm enjoying it. The goal, jumping up and down and everything else. And I'll still keep doing that. It's not going to change me, because that feeling of scoring a goal, it's like pure ecstasy. When you score a goal yourself or when your team scores, it's an absolutely top feeling. And no amount of VAR is going to take that away from me. Then when we get the goal after VAR, I'll still have another celebration, albeit a little bit smaller, or it will depend on the importance of the goal. Okay, so I'll end up celebrating twice. I don't mind that. Good film was Wolverine, says Mike James. What is intermittent fasting, Chris? It's basically when you fast 1 or 2 days a week. So there's different ways to do it. Some people, they'll eat normally for 3 days, fast for 1 day. When they fast, it doesn't mean you don't eat. You cut your calories down. So some people might have just 1,000 calories on that day that they fast. So there's different ways to do it. But basically every 7 days, some people are fasting 2 days. So as I said, it might be 3 days you eat normally, 1 day you have 1,000 calories. Next 3 days you eat normally, then you have 1,000 calories. And I remember many years ago when I was looking into this, many years ago, they said on the next day, because if you're fasting and let's say for a man, you're 1,500 or 1,300 calories short of what in fact, some of these intermittent fasting only have 600 calories. Okay, so for men, they could be between 1,500 and 2,000 calories short of their normal daily requirements. And they said the next day, they found that the study they did, people only ate an extra 10%. Yeah. So if you're supposed to eat 2.5, let's say 2,000 calories for a man, they only had an extra 200 calories. So for each of the next days, if you only have 2,200, you've had an extra 600 calories. But that 1 day you had 1,400 less. So every 4 days, you've lost at least half a kilo, between half a kilo and a kilo. So it makes a big difference. And as I said, it's easier to control yourself for 1 day at a time than it is for forever. So you can, I wouldn't say people don't need to binge, but I think you get a reasonable balance. I mean, there's other ways to do it is to fast 1 day, eat normally. Fast 1 day, eat normally. But I think the longer you can fast, the more your body starts to burning fat. It starts to burn like a furnace. And I know a mate of mine, what he does every 6 months, he does a fast for 5 days, 5 or 7 days, where they only have these 3 drinks a day, which might be about 600 calories. And he fasts for 5 to 7 days. And he says, I lose at least 5 kilograms. And then he spends the next 6 months putting that weight back on. Then he does it again. So he feels he's cleansing his system, losing weight, looking good. That's what I need to do. I need to get fit back into my suits. I need to get to about 75, 76 kilos by the end of September, or preferably by the end of August. I've just got to work really hard and be committed, because if I can't get into my suits, I've got this job in October, I have to be wearing a suit. I have to be wearing a suit. It's part of the act. And my suits are popping because I'm too big. Chris, Sea Dog, maybe we're not in. Apparently, from my reports, my mate who down, I'll mention him, who's a scout in France, said City bid for Ndombele the season before. So last summer, I think we were bidding about 40 million, maybe euros or something, and Lyon said no. And now they walked away with about 70 million euros for him. Oh, come on, Steve, you want a Dalek as ref? No chance. 32 City man, I'd rather have a dodgy decision against us every now and again than 32 City man, I'd rather have the decisions for us. Look at that penalty that Mike Dean wasn't going to give. If there would be no VAR, we would not have got that penalty. Okay? If there'd been no VAR, we may not have got that the penalty retaken. Now, in a tight game, if that was the Champions League final, I tell you what, I want the decision to be right. Oh, I can't believe that, Bernard. I'll tweet him. I'll tweet him because he's a good friend of mine, Keith Hackett. We chat now and again. Steve, send him a red card. AK850. Didn't Leon want 10 million more than Rodri's fee? Leon wanted about 70 million, which they got. I mean, I think the fees were probably similar at the end of the day. 70 million euros. Norman Gala chat. Yeah, I'm sorry, Steve. The guy's gone. Let him live his life in peace, man. Doesn't need us to get on his back again. Will Raheem chance with golden boot? I think so. And especially if he takes the penalty, if he takes the penalties rather than Sergio, look, he's off to a flyer. He's top of the charts at the moment. The way City are going, the number of chances we create, if he's going to be playing anywhere across the front, he's going to play most games. He can play anywhere across the front. And I hope he doesn't play any Carabao Cup and FA Cup games, especially for the first few rounds. I want him to be safe for the Champions League and the league. That's it. Hey, Cobby, hope you're well, mate. Hi, Eric, hope you're well. Mike, I think, honestly, Sterling, if he takes penalties and gets his shooting boots on, he can score 30 league goals this season. Raheem will have pre golden boots. He signs that. It's not that Jordan deal. Mike James Paul Merson said Rodri cost us 70 million on a Sky Sports YouTube vid today. Why don't Son? Look, Merson's a lot of these pundits. Look, give them their due. They're going to talk about all Premier League teams. They're going to talk about European teams for Champions League and stuff. There's a lot of information, and you can't get it all right, and you can't remember it all. So sometimes you go on what information you've been given. And sometimes if he's been told it was 70 million, he'll go with it. He's not going to go there like we are. We're studying City in a lot more detail, so we'll know a lot more. Raheem will chance for Ballon d'Or. If Raheem scores 30 league goals and we win the Champions League, Raheem will be challenging very strongly for Ballon d'Or. Mike James just had a huge bowl of porridge with a mashed banana, ground flax, cinnamon, and blueberries. Wow. I couldn't eat that, mate. My problem with porridge, I love porridge. I love it. But my problem with porridge, because I don't eat sugar, but I put a lot of honey in. I put honey and sultanas or raisins. I put them in, the little green ones. And I have porridge for about 3 or 4 people. Honestly, I have porridge for 3 or 4 people. I just go crazy on it, and then you suffer. So right now, I'm being well behaved. Slugs blow up after eating porridge. Or didn't know that. Christmas, I think Banana Silver should be up there for Ballon d'Or. Look, I'll be honest. I'm taking subjectivity out. Taking the blue tinted specs out. I think he should have won it. I think he should have been in it, and he should have won it for not just look at the trophies he's won at City, and he was our Player of the Year. So he was the best player in a team that won 3 trophies plus Community Shield. All the trophies of everything available in England, he won it. He was a player of the tournament in the Nations League, and for his country, they won the Nations League. Okay, it's a minor tournament, but you've got people like Van Dijk up there for what? Winning the Champions League. you've got Salah up there for what? Winning the Champions League and failing in AFCON with his country. So, I think he should have been there. He should have been in the mix. I'd still give it to Messi because I think Messi's the best player ever. Mike says between Bernardo, Sterling, and KDB, depending on the seasons they have, I'll go for Sterling. I think Sterling, look, he started like a house on fire. He's just got to keep it going. Kevin, Jambo, Kevin, how you doing? How you doing, Kevin? Lots of jambos and highs to Kevin. Must be a full moon. Hey, we're doing really well. Blue moon, all good. Bernard's fasting porridge. No, don't eat. Bernard, do not eat porridge at 9:45. Don't do it. City Damu in Swahili. That's it, Steve. We stormy standing alone. Still just behind Ronaldo and Messi on third. He's got to just keep doing it. He's got to keep doing it. Look, we've got some potential in our team. KDB, Bernardo Silva, Leroy Sané if he was fit, and Raheem Sterling. 4 people who can challenge. Mike, there's a lot of fibre in porridge, and fibre makes you feel fuller for longer. Ray, I don't eat sugar, so a mashed ripe banana press. Well, yeah, I try to avoid the sugar, but I have honey, natural sugar. But but I have so much. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm really tempted to eat now. You guys, let's move off food. Dick Van Dijk will be up there. Messi is the best player for me. Also, will also be happy. There's another football player like him. Yes, Dog. I don't think we'll ever see one like him. So Mike's getting in there, and my feeling is Mike is not doing this off the internet. So to say Sikut and Jema, you're not coming off the internet, mate. And Mukund Sterling's on the cusp of something really amazing. I hope he's only 24. Kevin says we're going to win this league with 100. Oof, I don't think so, Kevin. I think, like the Centurions, we took our foot off the pedal once we were well ahead. And I think we drew a couple. Well, we drew a couple of games that we could and should have won. So you could argue that's 104, and losing to United is 107. So Barcelona front 4: Suarez, Messi, Neymar, Griezmann. Wow, that'd be pretty good. Hey, Matt, your Swahili's fluent. Well, mine was the only one I can remember is Jambo. But as brushy teeth feels full. I think 90 points. I'm happy because I think that's going to be hard to beat. Let's go through these other 2 stories. Okay, Pedro Porro. Now, if you remember, we bought him from Girona, a sister club. They got relegated. He's apparently a marauding right back, as they say. MEN call him a buccaneering right back. Yeah, I said buccaneering. If you go back to Bernard's quiz, Buccaneer was the film with Bernard will tell me now. Wasn't Omar Sharif? It's with Yul Brenner. So anyway, he made 34 appearances in all competitions last season. Apparently, from the MEN, we paid €6 million or 5.5 million quid to sign the 19-year-old Pedro Porro on deadline day. Now, I suggested last week that I couldn't see him playing for City. Really, I could see him. We were told it was 12. Those numbers that I feel he was going to go out on loan and be sold because we've got Walker and Cancelo now. Unless he has a humongous season next season, he's not going to come to City. And now he was linked with lots of Spanish clubs. Watford were interested, and City got him. But we should get him because he's one of ours. Really, it's from CFG. Now, the club have apparently described it as a development move, and the loan deal he went to Real Valladolid, and they've announced a season-long loan. That was announced on Monday. But it's also, so they've announced it yesterday. They've announced that there's an option to buy him next summer. Okay. Now, neither of the clubs have admitted or revealed the exact price he will be available for. But the sporting director for Real Valladolid, Miguel Angel Gomez, confirmed the clause on Tuesday morning. Okay, so that looks it looks potential, just another way for City to make money. That's how we. And fingers crossed. Oh, a fly just popped on my screen there. I hate flies. Absolutely loathe them. Let's get you back. That's it. Real Brenner. Brenner's going for 95. I just want to be champions. I don't care the points, really. But it'd be nice to do high 90s again. Steve's on a roll tonight with his jokes. If we got 107 points, they'd be crying. Absolutely crying. I'm not sure, Mike. A really, really good team. Anything can happen. How long before Pep plays Cancelo? Well, I suspect he'll get games definitely after the international break. Carabao Cup springs to mind straight away. Now you guys are very healthy, aren't you? Walker will play better this season. Absolutely, Mike. Cancelo being there, he's going to push Walker. But Cancelo can play on the left. So, if Zinchenko or Mendy or whoever's not doing it there, Cancelo. So Steve like often chewing mint in the garden or make tea from it. I would sometimes like having hot mint flavored water, basically. Put a few mint leaves in, hot water, and go for that. Ronaldo, the Brazilian sea dog, didn't know that. He must be out here, a really large guy these days. Blimey, Kevin's going. I'm not going to get involved with this Swahili. It's above my head. Neymar is set to join Barcelona to be under Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, Shadow. Poor Neymar. And the other story I'll quickly mention was Nexen Tires. They're back with City for 2019-20. And it was in the tire press, TNA tire press. I'll get it right. A very important publication that I read regularly. And what they've said is that the deal with Nexen Tires, a South Korean tire manufacturer, has given them abundant exposure. They're on our sleeve, so I think the rumor was they were paying 5 million. Someone else said they're paying 10 million. I'm not sure. But the tire maker returns again in 2019-20 as an official partner. It's fifth season with the club and it's third as sleeve partner. So yeah, there's a lot more info on that. But I think if I talk any more tires, there'll be some bold jokes coming out and tread and stuff. So let's give that a miss. David Moyes has these are just minor points, not major. That the Premier League couldn't put a team together to beat City. Mangala's gone to Valencia on a free transfer. We know that. Very expensive. Cost us about 25, 26 million in wages over 5 years. It's a lot of money. But we rarely make so many mistakes now. Apparently, Hearts want a Man City striker. This Japanese kid. That was it. Riolo. I'm not going to get this right. Ryotaro Machino. Really not a lot of other news out there. I really don't think there's any other news out there. After 8 minutes. Oh, I love after 8 minutes as well. Oh, I love food. I love chocolate. After 8 minutes, I love Terry's chocolate orange. I eat a full Terry's chocolate orange. I try not to, but I can eat a full Terry's chocolate orange, no problem. A full box of after 8 minutes, yeah. How big is the box? Doesn't matter. I can knock them all back in not too long a time. But I want these marks here. I want these dimples here. Yeah. I want to lose 3-4 kilograms, so you can see a couple of lines on my belly. So it looks like I've got muscles rather than just being fat. Sea Dog, as a kid watching him, also that Brazilian team was so amazing. Chris Welch, Neymar hates being under another player's shadow. Same at PSG with Mbappe, which is funny to see. Look, he's going to look at it going back to Barcelona because he's got a better chance of winning stuff. I think they play better football if he goes there. And Messi's got, 1 or 2 years left. Suarez is, 33? So Suarez is on his way out. Messi, I don't know how long he's going to carry on for. And it could be that Neymar could be the big dog at Barcelona in a couple of years' time. It'll be Neymar and Griezmann, and I think Neymar will call rank. City versus City B, that'd be it. That's the best. Kevin, I don't think we're going to focus on the Champions League. I think the focus, the outward focus, what we're telling us is it's going to be Premier League again. Our squad depth is awesome. That's right. Chris Wells, my local town in League Two, Carlisle, through to the Carabao Cup second round of being Championship side. Barnsley 3-0. I'd be interested to know what team Barnsley put out, because Barnsley, they stormed through League One last season. And actually, good. I'm pleased for you, Chris, but I'm sad for Barnsley because I've been over there a couple of times in the last few months, doing some work with their foundation, with their disability group, and I really enjoyed my time there. Alex Garcia to leave on loan before the window closes. Surely he's not going to say, yeah. Mike James, no chance. No chance. No chance. Is Alex Garcia not going to go on loan? It's just going to be where to. Who's going to give him the best, Championship, can't go there. That window's closed. He can go to League One and League Two, but he's way beyond that. So it's just a matter of where will he go. I suspect Spain. I don't want him to go to NEC Breda because they're not even in the Eredivisie anymore. They dropped. They got relegated. Can't go back to Girona really because they got relegated. He's got to find a decent Spanish club, I feel, to go to. Can't see anywhere else. Really, maybe France, go to someone like Nice and play under Patrick Vieira. That could work. Yeah, look, Neymar, he's got such skill and such talent, and he's an annoying player for diving and feigning injury or going down weakly. But look, he may be just soft. It happens. There are players who feel pain more than others. So, we just don't know. But look, looking from the outside, he's a bit soft. That's the point, Mike. Company could take him to Anderlecht. Anderlecht, because they finished 6th, I don't think they're in Europe this season. So I think we'd prefer a club that were in Europe. Anderlecht is a good shout, but I think we'd prefer a club that's in Europe, either the Europa League or the Champions League. I think that would be good for his development if he got a few games at that level. But Anderlecht's a good shout, Mike. If we're not worried about that, we just want him to play a lot of games. Real Madrid sign Alex Garcia. Alex Garcia? I don't think so, Steve. Guys, I think it's coming up to time because I want a good night's sleep. I want to be up early. My target is a 7-mile run in the morning. Bernard, yeah, I'm surprised. Look, companies finding out this player manager might not be as easy as he initially thought. Look, Sea-Dog, Brahim, look, you got to remember the guy's Spanish, okay? And it's probably his dream move to go to Real Madrid, even though he probably accepts, it's a backward step in terms of playing. It's a dream. Money-wise, he's not going to have a problem for money, okay? He's going to be earning at least $2 million a season. So he's not going to have any issues with money. And if he spends 2 or 3 years at Real Madrid, doesn't get anywhere, okay, you can say his growth and his progress has been stunted, but you've got to give yourself that shot. You've got to go for it. You've got to aim for the stars. Yeah, you've got to aim for them. And if that's his boyhood dream club, you've got to take it. You've got to take it with both hands when it's offered to you. So I don't begrudge him that. Absolutely think from on a personal level, it's the best thing he could do. On a footballing level, no, it wasn't. But on a personal level, he's back in Spain with his family, playing for the club he wants to play for occasionally. He might have just been happy with one appearance for Real Madrid in his life. So he's had that now. Good luck to him. Chris, see you later, mate. Have a good evening. And I hope Chelsea win tomorrow, but they won't. Yeah, Muck, and I hope Brahim makes it. I love Brahim Diaz. Loved him. Bring Brahim home. It ain't happening, Mike. Kevin, whenever you come, let me know. Whenever you come, I've already got someone coming on to a game later on in the year. Someone's already asked me to save him a ticket. I think that was for the derby, which is what I've done. I've got somebody coming on Saturday to the game with me on Saturday. And if you want, just get in touch. Let me know. You know, and all I have to do is upgrade my kids' tickets. They don't go to that many games. My eldest will go to a few this season. My youngest might go to 1 or 2. All I need to do is pay for the upgrade of their ticket, whatever it costs. So you guys, anybody wants to come, let me know. I just upgrade the ticket. You pay the difference. I don't even ask you to pay the initial price of their ticket. I just ask for the pay for the upgrade. Just get in touch, guys. I think that's 1 hour, almost up 56 minutes. I think that's enough. So let's go and keep having some fun on social media. Original Gunner, you've turned up a bit late, mate. I'll say it. Hi, Original Gunner. Hope you're well, mate. You come after 56 minutes. I'll give a quick summary, guys. Summary of the points. Pedro Porro is probably going to go. I'm not going. I'll give you a summary, Original Gunner. I'll give you a summary. Pedro Porro, who we got on loan last week. Sorry, we bought him from Girona, our sister club, last week for about £5.5 million. He's going to loan to Real Valladolid, and they have an option to buy after the end of the season. That's what I suggested last week. What else? Nexen Tires have renewed their deal with City. It's doing very well for them. South Korean tire company. This will be their 3rd year of sleeve sponsorship and their 5th year overall with the club. The biggest news is the biggest Valladolid. The biggest news, Real Valladolid. I can't say it. Valladolid. Can't say it, guys. But the biggest news is the FIFA transfer ban is not going to happen. We have been found guilty of some minor transgressions in 2 cases. We'll be fined about £315,000. It's different to Chelsea's. Chelsea's case was different. They got found guilty of 29 counts. It's a lot more than 2. We pleaded guilty. We took it on the chin. We helped with the investigation. Valladolid. Yeah, I know, Mukun, but it's one of those. Do you say the Spanish way, Valladolid? So yeah, Chelsea's case is different. They've got a 2-window transfer ban, which they've appealed, but it's hit them hard this summer. They needed some new players, a couple of players this summer. They've not got them, so that's going to be tough on them. But their situation was different. 29 counts. They pleaded not guilty, so they're going to get hit with harsher punishments for such a major transgression. Andrew, I'm sorry, mate. We're about to go. La Rivadere. Steve, that's a song, La Rivadere. I play that song in my shows, in my stage show, La Rivadere. It's a cracking song because I was about to start doing my act, but the La Rivadere is a cracking song. Love it. And I'm going to play a bit of La Rivadere to finish with. I don't know which band this is. I hope it's the same La Rivadere that I play. Gotta go, Mukun. See you guys. See you, Original Gunner. Sorry, Andrew. Where's my La Rivadere gone? Let's get it at the right point. This is La Rivadere. I like this. And I can get my actions right for when we make the bubble shows. And I wait till it kicks in. At this point, my mate's doing his part. Dun, 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 dun. That's La Rebede. It's Goodbye Romanian. Well, that's a Balkan song, Steve. Didn't know you knew some Romanian. Oh, no, Mike, I'll get done for the copyright now. Oh, dear. Music quiz soon. Maybe. We'll maybe do something one day. But I think if I do a music quiz, we'll have a few. I'll do it when there's a few people. We'll get together. Okay, we'll get a few people together. The problem with the music quiz is we can't do it on YouTube. That's the problem with the music quiz. Because as soon as you play some music, you get done for copyright. Now I expect to get done for that copyright. Anyway, guys, that's it. An hour up. You take it easy, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. Once again, Stevie knows a few languages. We'll get you. Sayonara, Stevie. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen. Anyway, guys, you guys take care. We'll try and get up to 1,000 Visogera, Steve. Visogera. We'll try and get up to 1,000 as soon as we can. Still plodding on to get to that 1,000. Obviously, the subscribers have dropped to about 4 or 5 a day. Still all right. Still good. And hopefully we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. With your help, we'll get there. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.